A very good morning. Yesterday, in my last session, I told you to give some promises. Received few calls and even the messages, but not the all. That clearly shows still 100% students are not interested in their own development. Okay? Say it all depends on you. Because if you promise December, does not mean that everything is over. You have to fulfill it. You have to work according to it. Because all the promises we are giving is indirectly benefited to us also. In these promises, even I am also having a benefit. What? Very simple. I can have such students whose future I can say is extremely brilliant. I can see that. If you are fulfilling the promise and doing that work for a longer time. So it all depends on you. Whether you are fulfilling the promise and consistently working is must. So I can see that is my benefit. That after 8 years, 10 years, if I see that one of the person from your batch or few or many from your batch working at such place where job satisfaction, at the same time economic satisfaction and social status all together makes a great combo, and you are enjoying all three. Economic status, okay. Economic luxury. Social, good. But with this too, job satisfaction is must. And I wish that you can enjoy all that luxuries. But it's a long-term planning, and the word long-term say you have to start as early as possible. Okay? With that, let's continue for the next method. I said in my last lecture something interesting. Yes, here in this question, new partner, bring cash. It's not a new method, mind well. New partner is bringing cash, retained in the business. But out of old partners, one partner is gaining. See, till now, we saw two types of questions. One, where both the old partners were sacrificing. Another, in yesterday's session, out of three partners, two were sacrificing and one zero. 2:1 was the sacrifice ratio in yesterday's question. Exercise 4, question number 4. Now in this session, in this question, exercise 4, question number 5, when one partner is gaining, something new and very important. Okay, what to do? Let's go through. First of all, the question itself, because if we go through the question properly, then it's possible that we can understand the entire solution. Okay, so let's go through the question first. Concentrate in the question itself. Here the question is X and Y are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1:3. So that is their old ratio. Z admitted as a new partner. Z brought Rupees 65,000 as capital and rupees 36,000 as his share of goodwill in cash. So Z's capital 65,000, Z's goodwill 36,000. After Z's admission, all partners decided to distribute the profit equally in the future. After admission, they decided to share profit equally. Okay? So let's try the steps very quickly. Old ratio 1:3. Z's capital 65,000. Z's goodwill 36,000. New ratio 1:1 because now 3 partners and all are sharing profit equally. Okay? Let's continue. These are the steps only. Let's continue for the solution. Sacrifice because new ratio and old ratio both are given. Okay? Sacrifice equals to old ratio minus new ratio. Please do take care. Don't forget to write formula. Okay? So old ratio minus new ratio. Here x 1/4 old ratio minus 1/3 new ratio. So 4 3s are 12, 3 1s are 3, 4 1s are 4. So 3 minus 4, that is minus 1/12. Now in this kind of question, when you are having a negative answer, always I recommend, you know my habit, I recommend to check your calculation once. Is it actual answer or is it due to calculating error? You must check it once. Okay? It's a matter of maybe 10 seconds to go through again. But that 10 seconds definitely will give you a surety that you are correct. When you are going to check it, when you are having answer in negative. Clear? Okay, so minus 1/12. That is gain because we were finding sacrifice. So negative answer always gain. We learn this thing in chapter 4, reconstruction of partnership. Why? 3 by 4 old ratio minus 1/3 new ratio. Net 4 3s are 12. 9 minus 4 comes to 5/12. Okay? So indirectly we can say here only y is sacrificing. But x is not 0. X is gaining. Now listen carefully. A very important concept. For the same goodwill brought in by new partner. Goodwill brought in by new partner should be divided in sacrifice ratio if given. If we can find it out. Okay? Now, here, if one, listen carefully, if one partner is sacrificing and other is 0, for example, if one partner is sacrificing and other is not sacrificing, the answer is 0. In that case, the entire goodwill is to be given to the sacrificing partner. But if one partner is sacrificing and other is gaining, in that case, the partner who is gaining X also has to bring goodwill because he is gaining. Very, very simple. The person who is gaining should bring goodwill. The person who is sacrificing should take that goodwill. Here new partner Z is going to gain naturally. For Z's gain only, X and Y used to sacrifice. Here only Y. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay? So you can remember like this, that the partner who is gaining has to contribute goodwill and the partner who is sacrificing has to take away that goodwill. Okay? In viewpoint of debit credit terms, partner who is gaining goodwill should be debited to his capital account. And the partner who is sacrificing goodwill credited to his account. So here in this case, X also has to bring goodwill. Now, listen carefully. Old partner, when they are gaining, normally they are not going to bring goodwill in cash. They are not going to bring goodwill in cash. But we are going to debit his capital or current account, which is to be debited to his capital account. Okay? So, the old partner who is gaining is not going to bring goodwill, but we are debiting his capital account by that amount. Now, what amount X has to bring or what amount is to be debited to his capital account? Let's find out. Here, Z's share 1 by 3. I know we are finding out X, but the information available to us is Z's goodwill 36,000 and Z's share 1/3. Again, you read the question. They clearly say 36,000 for his share of goodwill. So indirectly, 1/3 share is 36,000. We can say, barabar. So Z share 1/3, Z's goodwill 36,000. So total goodwill equals to 1,08,000. How is it? Very simple. On the basis of Z's share 36,000 into 3 by 1. Very simple. Even if you are not understanding this properly, can go through cross multiplication system also. You can do cross multiplication system also. How is it? Okay, so it's an optional one. What I am doing over here for the same. The optional one is share and goodwill. If share is 1/3, goodwill is 36,000. If share is 1 total, what is the goodwill? Now, if you consider this 1 into 36,000 divided by, divide by 1 by 3. So net it is 3 by 1. So 36,000 into 3 by 1 comes to 1,08,000. Is there any problem in calculation, in cross multiplication or anywhere? Sure? Okay. Now this 1,08,000 is your total goodwill. Here we have to find X goodwill. X share of goodwill equals to 1,08,000 into, take care, no P&L ratio. Here he is gaining by 1 by 12. Okay? So that much portion he has to adjust. So 1,08,000 into 1 by 12. Is there any problem? That is 9,000 rupees. Any question? Any queries? Sure? Good. Now, you can find the same by another way also. 1/3, 36,000. Clear? You can do like this also. 1 by 12. How much? 1/3, 36,000. 1 by 12, how much? Or there also you get 9,000. Okay? But we personally advise to find total goodwill always. Always try to find total goodwill by this. Why is it so? Because in this question you are having only 2 partners. So one is sacrificing, another is gaining. If 3 partners, there are chances that one is sacrificing and other two are gaining. So if you find this, it is very easy for you to find goodwill. Okay? Check the calculation first. Check the calculation first. If you have any problem in calculation, you can revise or you can do proper tick marks. Or else, draw the format, journal entries in the books of firm. Here, simple regular format. First entry, cash account debited. Cash account debited. 1,01,000. This too. Okay? 1,01,000. Because this amount brought in by Z in cash. So cash account debited 1,01,000. To Z's capital account 65,000. To premium for goodwill account 36,000. I think now you are very much aware of that fact. That whenever a new partner is bringing amount for goodwill, always it is to be written as premium for goodwill. In this question, old goodwill is not given. If it's given, then what? It must be distributed between old partners in old ratio. Old goodwill is not at all connected anywhere with this topic. Is that clear? But here it's not given. So let's do the another entry. Now normally what happens? You can check with the previous questions. Normally, premium for goodwill, whatever we credited, we debited in the next entry like this and we distributed between the partners. Yes, in their sacrificing ratio. But here there is no sacrificing ratio. Only one partner is sacrificing. Okay, no problem. If it is 0 over here, then the entire premium for goodwill is to be given to Y. But here minus. So what to do? That's why I write even in theoretical word also, which is to be debited to his capital account. Okay? Debited to his capital account. So, premium for goodwill account debited as usual. In this question, a special point. X capital account debited because he is gaining. So for future gain, current sacrifice must be there. So his capital account is debited 9,000 to Y's, the entire amount goes to Y. 36 of premium for goodwill, and this is X capital. Even into bracket you can write goodwill. Okay? So net 36,000 of goodwill brought in by Z and 9,000 of X share of goodwill. Overall 45,000 should be credited to Y's capital account. Any problem? Narration you are not supposed to write. If you want to write narration, very simple. Over here you can write Z bring capital and premium for goodwill in cash. Over here Z's goodwill as well as X share of goodwill credited to Y's capital account. Okay? At the end, very quickly, let's go through the entire question. Steps, nothing new. Old and new both are given. So very quickly we are going to find sacrifice. This is a normal process. But here we stop. Because in normal process, sacrifice will there. But in this, it is gain. Okay? So your X gain is 1 by 12. As I say, you must check once. एक वक्त check करे ले if you are getting in minus. Whatever may be the minus, if A, B, C, three partners are there, and A's sacrifice is in minus, B's sacrifice is in minus, and C's sacrifice will be in plus. In that case, A and B both are gaining. So both capital account is debited by proportionate amount. What do we mean by proportionate? This calculation. Okay? On the always such calculation is to be made on the basis of new partner's share and new partner's goodwill. Is that clear? Sure. Go through the entire solution very quickly. If you have any queries, as I say, you can review the lecture, or else definitely you can tell me. So for that, naturally it is compulsory for you to do proper tick marks in the topic where you are facing some problem. Is that clear? Okay. Now let's go for the next method. As I just said, be ready for something new. Yes, till this topic, in majority of the questions, new partner was bringing goodwill in cash. But now, new partner is not bringing goodwill in cash. Yes, two methods are there for that also. Numbering wise, we can say 4th and 5th. We are doing 5th first. 5th method, that is when new partner bring a part of amount of goodwill in cash, partial amount of goodwill in cash, means not the full amount in cash. So he is bringing cash for goodwill, but not the entire amount of goodwill he is bringing. A portion of goodwill he is bringing, the remaining portion is not bringing in cash. So a mixture of both the method. Okay? Again, an easy question will give you some trick, but it all depends on you. If you remember that trick in the best possible way, how can we remember it? At present, while I am giving you a trick, you must write it in the book you prepared, in the margin or somewhat like that, and then at frequent interval, you must go through that trick, that words, that sentences. If you are not doing these things, you may feel that tricks are really very easy, but it will not be that useful to you people. Okay? So the best option for you is to write the trick properly and then to utilize it in the best possible way by revising it frequently. Clear? Now, first of all, should we start the question itself, or would you like to go with the trick? With the trick? Okay, let's go with the trick first. Don't look over here. Very simple about goodwill. Only two matters. One, bring in cash. Another, not bring in cash. Now see, you may say, sir, partly bring in cash like this, but it is a part of it now. When you know bring in cash, when you know not bring in cash, if you combine both, it will be a partial portion. Okay? When partner bring goodwill in cash, when partner bring goodwill in cash, at that time cash or bank account should be debited for that amount. Again, when partner bring goodwill in cash or bank account debited and premium for goodwill account credited. Okay? When partner does not bring goodwill in cash. When partner, whether new partner or old partner, if old partner is gaining, he also has to bring. Okay? And he is never going to bring goodwill. So indirectly can we say that he is not bringing goodwill in cash? So can write like this. When a partner not bringing goodwill in cash, partner's capital or current account debited with goodwill amount, and old partners or sacrificing partners capital or current account credited with that amount. Again, when not bringing cash, new partner or gaining partners capital or current account debited. Okay? And sacrificing partners capital or current account credited. Is that clear? Okay? Fatafat. Bringing cash account debited to premium for goodwill. Not bringing cash, gaining or new partners capital account debited. Gaining or new partners capital account debited to sacrificing partners capital account. Okay? Now if it is mixed like this, a portion bring, a portion not, then what? For the portion what he bring, cash account debited and premium for goodwill credited. For the portion he is not bringing, very simple, his capital or current account debited and sacrificing capital or current account credited. Okay? Let's go through mixed method first. Now this is exercise question for, as usual, sub question 8. Now let me tell you first. Before this we solved sub question 5. So what about 6 and 7? What about 6 and 7? Sub question 6. Sub question 6. Exercise 4, sub question 6 is almost similar like sub question 5. So you have to do it by your own, naturally. Practice makes everyone perfect. Okay? Sub question 7, similar type of, but easier than this. Easier than this. Why? Because in this, again and again portion is there, which is not there in question 7. So question 7 is also very, very easy. You can solve by your own. Answer. So these two questions is in practice. Question 6 and 7. Now question 8. The method, when new partner bring partial amount of goodwill in cash. Okay? Let's go to the question first. Do concentrate in the question because bit lengthy question it is. Here they say A, B and C are the partners sharing profit loss in the ratio of 3:2:4. That is old ratio. They maintain their capital accounts by fixed capital method. Most important. Why? Because every time we have to use the word current account. Okay. Now in this case, if you use capital account, definitely we will cut your marks because basically your concept is wrong. They maintain their capital accounts by fixed method. They admitted D as a new partner. D brought rupees 70,000 as capital. D brought rupees 70,000 as capital and 30,000 as share of goodwill in cash. Share of goodwill in cash. So total amount brought in by D 70,000 and 30,000, 1 lakh. At the time of admission of D, the balance of goodwill, that is old goodwill, is rupees 45,000. At the time of admission, goodwill is valued at 1,80,000. See, whenever the goodwill appeared in the books, such words are given, always that means it is old goodwill. And whenever total goodwill or firm's goodwill is given, it is always total amount of goodwill. Okay? It is 1,80,000. New ratio of A, B, C, D is 1, is to 1, is to 1, is to 1. That is equal. Very, very simple. Let's go through the steps fast. Old ratio 3 is to 2 is to 4. D is capital. See, everything is simple. D is capital 70,000 rupees. Goodwill brought by D. Goodwill brought by D. You can write even in cash, which is not needed. 30,000 rupees. New ratio 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Old goodwill 45,000 rupees. Firm's total goodwill 1,80,000 rupees. Okay? These are the steps given to us. Is there any problem? Now, whenever firm's total goodwill is given, you have to find new partner's amount of goodwill. Because it may be possible, he is not bringing the entire amount. Like this. Here, D, new partner. D is the share of goodwill. 45,000 rupees. How is it? Total goodwill into his share. 1/4. Any problem? 1,80,000 into 1/4. So D's share of goodwill, that is rupees 45,000. Is there any problem? Good. Now, D's share is 45,000. And what is bringing 30,000? That's why I say part of amount of goodwill. Okay? That's why I am saying this is this method. That actual amount D should bring is rupees 45,000. Clear? But is bringing only 30,000. So, goodwill not brought by D. You can say deficit of goodwill. Bit confusing. So I write not brought by D. 15,000. How is it? Total goodwill 45,000 minus 30,000 he brought. Okay? So the goodwill rupees 15,000 is to be adjusted. Is there any problem? For D's goodwill, total amount 45,000. Out of 45,000, D is bringing 30,000 in cash. Remaining amount 15,000 is to be adjusted against his capital or current account. Okay? Move further. New ratio is given, old ratio is given. So sacrifice old ratio minus new ratio. A 3/9, 3 is to 2 is to 4. So total 9 naturally. Here 1, 1, 1, 1. So 3 by 9 minus 1 by 4. 2 by 9 minus 1 by 4. And 4 by 9 minus 1 by 4. By taking normal LCM. By taking normal LCM, you can easily find 9 4s are 36. I am not going to do this. You can do by your own. You can find 3 upon 36. I am sorry. 12 minus 9, that is 3. 8 minus 9 minus 1 by 36. Check once because I advised you. I advise you to check whenever we are having a negative result. So 4 9s are 36, 4 2s are 8, 9 1s are 9. So net we are correct. Minus 1 by 36. And last one C, 4 by 9 minus 1 by 4 comes to 7 by 36. Is that clear? Ken says sacrifice ratio is 3 is to 7, which I wrote over here also. Okay? Now, here B is gaining. B minus 1 by 36. So, his share of goodwill is to be distributed in A and C in 3 is to 7. That is what we say sacrifice ratio. Okay? B is the share of goodwill. We have to find it. Total goodwill is already given. Total goodwill is already given. Okay? So 1,80,000 into 1 by 36. That is 5,000 rupees. Here, let me ask you. If 1,80,000, for this point only I am asking. For this point only I am asking. If 1,80,000 is not given, then if 1,80,000 is not given, then in previous question we did it. In that case, on the basis of new partner's goodwill and his share, we have to find total goodwill. So in that case, total goodwill will be 1,20,000. Because 30,000 into 4 by 1. And 1,20,000 is to be adjusted with 1 by 36. Okay? Take care. If total goodwill is given, you have to consider it. If not given, you have to find it by taking base of new partner's goodwill and new partner's share. Like we did in sub question 5. Okay, here is given, so 5,000 rupees. So net, in theoretical view also I write it, which is not compulsory to write. Amount of goodwill distributed to A and C, because these two partners are sacrificing. How much? 30,000 brought in cash by D, 15,000 not brought in cash by D, and 5,000 of B, total 50,000. If you are not writing it, it's very okay. I just write it to make the things even more clear. Okay, let's go through the journal entry. But before I start normal journal entries, go through the calculation properly. Is there any problem in calculation? Means the concept where you are not feeling comfortable, steps from the question itself. Then D share of goodwill we find on the basis of total goodwill and D share. Now out of 45,000, D is bringing only 30,000, so not bringing 15,000. Then in normal way sacrifice, in which we came to know that B, one of the partner, is gaining. Okay? So naturally we have to find again B's share of goodwill on the basis of total goodwill provided to us. We find 1,80,000 into 1 by 36 comes to 5,000. B share of goodwill. Is there any problem? Sure? Now, let's continue with the journal entries. Very, very simple. First entry, that is always of old goodwill. Always. And here, again let me remind you, they clearly say partners are maintaining their capital account by fixed capital method. Okay? So, when they are maintaining by fixed capital method, always you have to adjust everything in current account. So, old goodwill, 45,000 distributed in old ratio, 3:2:4. So, A's current account, 15,000, here it is not 1. A's current account, 15,000. B's current account, 10,000. C's current account, 20,000. To goodwill account, 45,000. Being old goodwill divided between old partners in old ratio. Even you can write old goodwill write-off between old partners. Okay? Next, amount bring in by new partner. Very easy. Cash account debited 1 lakh. To D's capital account 70,000 is bringing 70,000 as capital. To premium for goodwill 30,000. Nothing new. Nothing. Very, very simple. Being amount brought in by D for capital and a part of goodwill. Now, third entry. One of the most important entry and something new. Premium for goodwill account debited. Whatever is credited must be debited in next entry. 30,000. Okay? D's current account, mind well, no capital. All current. Only when he is bringing amount should be to capital. Because that should be considered as fixed capital. Okay? So don't commit that kind of mistake. That over here we write D's capital. No. Everyone's current account must be there. So, premium for goodwill account debited 30,000. Premium for goodwill account debited 30,000. D's current account debited 15,000. 15,000. So net 30 plus 15. 45, which is over here, not old goodwill, over here. D share of goodwill. Okay? 15 and 30. D's current account debited 15,000. B's current account. B's share of goodwill because B is gaining. B's current account debited 5,000. I already write over here 30, 15 and 5. Total 50,000. Must be distributed between A and C in their sacrificing ratio. 3:7. To A's current account 15,000. To C's current account 35,000. Is there any problem? Again, try to remind the trick I just gave you. When any partner not bringing goodwill in cash, 15,000, 5,000. Not bringing goodwill in cash, debit their capital or current account. If fixed capital, current account. If not mentioned, then capital account debit. Okay? And credited to sacrificing partners, capital or current account. Okay, not bringing cash. If bringing cash, debited to cash account, credited to premium for goodwill, and then premium for goodwill debit and sacrificing partners, capital or current account, credit. Any problem? Sure. Go through the question. It's really a very good one because in this question we include 2, 3, 4 different topics. One simple old goodwill is given, then gain is there, then total goodwill is given, and on the basis of that, new partner's share of goodwill we find, so we came to know that new partner is not bringing full amount of goodwill. He is bringing only partial amount. So different 3, 4 topics are combined in this question. And that's why we did this question over here. Instead of this, I could do somewhat like that we solved question number 7. We solved question number 7, where this portion is that, this portion is that, and it's very easy. It's very easy. But this is not there. This is not there. So if I solve question 7 over here and told you to do question 8, this definitely becomes a bit problem for few students. So whatever we are doing, always for the best possible way becomes easier for you. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to understand the question, to understand the solution properly, and then do proper practice for both the question. Question number 6 and 7. Because 5 we did as well as 8 we did over here. Is it clear? See, this is a new method. Till previous one, partner bring entire amount of goodwill. This is a new method. So do take care accordingly. Okay? If there is any problem, always welcome in 2, 3 different ways. One, first, always try to rewind the lecture and go through it properly. Still problem, do tick mark and can message me, can call me. But if you do a message, please do write your name also. Okay? So till next session, take care of yourself, even of your family too.